Good evening, everyone. This video is being recorded on January 7th, and it will cover only one main topic. And again, it is being smart, learning how to make a ton of profit, even while doing Uber and Lyft. So a couple of days ago, I released a video of a weird message that I got from Lyft, basically trying to implicate that I was doing something wrong. But that won't stop me, and this ride I'm going to show you is probably the reason for it. So I wasn't planning on working today, but yesterday I came across a reserved ride on Lyft that I claimed. When we get to the second screen, I'll be able to better explain it, but it was a $57 ride with no bonuses at all for 71.84 miles, as you can see here. Now, again, normally, $57 for 72 miles isn't something I would take. But using all of the tools I have in my toolbox and the knowledge of the area that I'm currently in, I always would take that, and then the rest I will explain shortly. So as you can see, the ride turned out to be 1 hour and 39 minutes, but that does include 22 minutes of wait time. So I ended up, the total for the ride was $135.05, which is what I got. But look what it was when I originally took it. It was a reserved ride, and if you look down by the base earnings, I claimed it for $57.55. But knowing the area like I do, I got up a little bit early, and look what I picked up, a 70% turbo. Imagine that. Then I waited for 22 minutes and 52 seconds because the gentleman came down. He said he was getting his kid ready with his wife. I had nothing else to do. I waited. Unbelievably, they pay wait time for comfort at 73 cents a minute here in Daytona, which really isn't that bad. And again, here is the justification as to why I think Uber sent me the very nice email that they did. They charged the passenger $117.61. Now, for a second, just forget about all the add-ons. I would have made $57.55. So they would have taken $60 out of the ride, which again is about 52%. Again, I can't explain how external fees on this ride are only $18, but here's the reason why they hate me. Look how much Lyft claims they made on the ride. They lost $15.19. So again, knowing my area, and again, there is risk always involved, but look how it turns out. Now, I can send you 50 of these. For all the haters out there who keep telling me, yeah, it's a one-off ride. It's not a one-off ride. Being a good and smart business person always brings good things. Does it work out every time? No. Do I always get a 70% turbo? Absolutely not. But again, knowing your area, planning always helps. And then, of course, I got a $16 tip. So a ride that I only took expecting $57.55 made me $135 less $4 for tolls. So to me, that's pretty amazing. And this is the second ride I took today. I only took 2 rides. And here's another reason why I feel I'm justified in doing what I'm doing. And so should everybody, as long as you stay within the terms of service like I do. Okay? This originally was, I believe, $11. And again, I picked up a turbo, this time for 40%. But look what they charged this passenger, $27. And if I didn't pick up a turbo, they're paying me $9.95. That's about 70% that they would take if I didn't get a turbo. Now, again, I wound up making $14.41 on this ride for 6.4 miles, and it's a great ride. But these people have no scruples, and they are very, very pissed when you can outplay them at their own game while staying with the terms of service. Now, again, while I do love Lyft, as I told all of you, because to me it's the better of the 2 apps, and I know I get a lot of pushback on this, and that's fine. Every market's different. But I would also offer one thing. I always talk a lot about reserve rides. And if I go back to the big ride I got, I can tell you, unless something's changed, that if you have a 70% surge on Uber, it is not applied to a reserved ride. You just lose it. So that is another benefit of Lyft. The other thing, if you look at the bottom of this page, look what it says about tolls. Uber doesn't do this. Uber doesn't pay you for a toll on the way to pick up the passenger. Lyft does. Now, I know this isn't life-changing, but if you take all the things that Lyft offers that Uber doesn't, if you can do Lyft in your market and be smart and stay ahead of them, again, I turned a $57 ride into a $131 ride without violating the terms of service, and you can do that all the time. Again, I am currently in Daytona. The market is so small, they do not even offer Lyft Black or Uber Premier. The highest level here is Extra Comfort. I've taken crap before, and all the wonderful, hateful comments that I love, please keep sending them. Oh, you live in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, which I do. Oh, every market's not the same. Well, I'm in Daytona, and it's a very small market, okay? The more you put into anything you do in life, the more you get out of it. Again, I can send the guys at the SMTMC hundreds of screenshots like this all the time. Do they all turn out to be great like this? No. But they all turn out to be very profitable rides. Know your area, suck up those turbos, go out there and have fun. Stop blaming Uber and Lyft for all of your problems in life, but use the information they give you to your advantage and make some money. Keep the comments coming. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Rideshare Guy channel because they put out some great content. And just in closing, I would like to say, if one person uses some of these tactics that I put out there and it works for them, that's awesome. Not everything's going to work, but never stop trying, because one thing is certain. You're never going to make profit if you only take the bare bones minimum that Uber and Lyft give you.